Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about how short interest for Aurora cannabis stock is growing every day. So let's begin. But before I begin, I just want to talk about this big pile of cannabis you see in front of you. I've experimented in the cannabis space a lot. I smoke a lot of weed and I try out a lot of different products. And this is all the junk weed that I didn't like, that I'm discarding. I decided to gather up in one pile of weed. So this is all type of weed, all type of different strains and brands, all in this one pile of cap. This is about $100 to $150 worth of cannabis, possibly more of legal weed. The legal weed, this would be probably $100. The legal weed is, the legal weed is a lot more expensive than the legal weed. So, but the legal weed, has some really good product and some really bad product. And I realized that, over time I've developed, because of all my experiment, I realized that there are certain weed out there I like and there's certain weed out there I don't like. And I became so picky. Before I was like, weed is weed, who cares where it comes from as long as you get high. But I noticed that, this high is not as good as, other certain strains or other certain type of products. I'm going to try to pass this on to my friend, see if he wants it. I was just going to give it to him. I also noticed that he's picky too. He told me that, at the very beginning when weed was legal, he's like, oh, the cheapest weed is what matters. And it's like, weed is weed, there's no difference. I'm like, there's a difference. And he didn't believe me. Now he's kind of picky, but let's see if he actually accepts this. Just wanted to share that. So this is the article. Is it time to, short Aurora cannabis stock? Cannabis. Short interest is growing. I think, is it time to Aurora cannabis? Kind of makes no sense. Like there's like a little space between that. But I'm not a financial advisor. There's no guarantee Aurora will drop. It might just stay, at $8 maybe $10 to $11, and not really drop below that. But unless Aurora drops below $10 or even $9, I'm not really interested in buying any of their stock. But that's just me though. So I'm gonna scroll down to the interesting part. According to data from Morningstar, 79.6 million shares were held by short sellers as of March 28. However, by April 29th, the numbers of short had surged to 88.57 million, or close to 9% of the company's outstanding shares. I wonder, since it's almost the end of May, that maybe that data will come out soon, and let's see if the short interest grows from there. But I think it has. I think short interest has grown quite dramatically, but that's just my opinion. Aurora did sell off today. Aurora, the stock is looking bearish. If you look at the MACD, it's clearly bearish. It's not like, doesn't have like a steep drop off like Aphria, but it's slowly grinding its way down. I believe that this sell-off is going to continue. I think tomorrow is going to be another red day, but that's just my opinion. It could bounce from here. It could slow down and kind of just float, and no man's like just float around $8. But I don't know. I have a feeling that the entire cannabis space is feeling pressure. Aurora Cannabis was the very last company to experience the rise when everything was going up, and I think they're going to be the last companies to feel the pain when everything's going down, because right now everything's going down. Aphria is going down. Aphria, it went down 9 cents already. After hours already down another 7 cents. Canopy Growth down today. It didn't really move anywhere today. It was kind of trading sideways, but Canopy, just looking from it, it looks, the MACD is telling me it's bearish. The chart's telling me that it's going to be entering a stage of bearishness, I guess. Tilray is also falling pretty badly. Tilray is already $39. If Tilray hits around $30-ish, I'd definitely be picking up some gambling. But the RSI level is only 27. I think the RSI level can go all the way down to 20, so there's still a possibility for it to move further to the downside. And then the market today was it was okay. It was just trading sideways. It looks like there was some support, but if you look at oil sold off massively, and oil is a good sign that the market is going to keep going down. If we look back, at the December 24th, oil was $42. So oil only has to fall another $10 before it hits the December low. That's when the market was crashing, and then Donald Trump's gonna come out, say buy the dip, and maybe get the federal government to cut interest rates, and then we ride the stock market all the way back to all-time highs. At least this is just my opinion. I don't know for sure if that's the actual scenario is gonna happen, but that's just my opinion. There was a lot of earnings today. Curaleaf, $35.3 million. Green Thumb Industries, $27.9 million. M. Jardine, $10.81 million. Lots of earnings. These are probably not even the full. There's probably more. I think Harvest Health is reporting today. I haven't seen the earnings yet. Yeah, just lots and lots of earnings today. Aurora. Oh, I already talked about Aurora. Well, if you look at the volume's also a big indicator that the stock's bearish, because look at how low the volume is. 3.18 million is not a lot of invested interest right now. I don't even know how the stock's holding up. I think it's just there's not enough selling, and just bears are trying to short the stock. At least it's just on my opinion. The only thing I think that could reverse Aurora Cannabis stock right now is a buyout deal. Not a buyout deal, a partnership. If Aurora got, let's say tomorrow Aurora came out with some big partnership deal, it would lift all boats, and every cannabis stock will be up. But as of the moment, nope. Tesla is down 18 cents. I honestly believe that tomorrow there's gonna be some really awesome news for Tesla, and it might lift this stock up. If the stock bounces back to like 200 plus, shorts are gonna get nervous, and it could cause a short squeeze, and we could see the prices at 220, 230 in a matter of weeks. But I don't know for sure. I don't know if that will happen, but if Elon Musk announced something awesome tomorrow with the China news, that would really pop the stock, in my opinion. Tilt is also had earnings today too. First quarter earnings date and webcast. So I don't know. Nothing has came out yet, but eventually it will. Maybe by tomorrow. Madman had earnings yesterday, and Madman sold off today. The entire U.S. market is just selling off big time. Disney bounced back today. I no longer have any Disney shares because I think Tesla is more return on investment than Disney, and I think Disney, there's a possibility if the market continues to sell off like this, I think Disney could go back to 120. At least it's just my opinion. So we'll see if that actually happens. And then I'm going to end it off with Netflix. So I just binge watched High Score Girl. I thought this was a very interesting anime. I was hooked on it. I binge watched it. As soon as I watched it, I binge watched it all the way through. It such an interesting story. It made me cry a little bit when I was watching it, at least somewhat in the middle. Just very interesting anime. all its series in general. Just, if you were bored, check it out. It has to deal with the real life gaming arcades, and like between it the timeline is between 1991 to 1995, when the Nintendo came out, and the Super Nintendo and the Sony PlayStation came out, the Sega Genesis, and all those game consoles, the early game consoles that caused the gaming boom in Japan. It's pretty good. It's entertaining. I had a bunch of good laughs, and I cried a little bit. But that's it's a good storyline. Check it out if you're bored and have nothing to do, and just want something to watch. But anyways, the animation is a little bit weird, but you get used to it, and it gets better later on. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.